What's up? How you doing, Roy? Hi, Jonathan. How are you, sir? John, I wanted to apologize to you about that last night. Tonight we're going to look at epistogrammas. I feel terrible about that. I My mind gets knocked out of place, Jonathan. I look back at that, and that was awfully rude of me, and I really do apologize. I'll turn this music down a little bit. There we go. Hey, Ruben, how are you? Good to see ya. Welcome in. And there's Sam. Hey, Sam. How you doing, Sam? Good to see ya. I feel bad there ain't no beep anymore, but oh well. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice not having it. So how's everybody doing out there? And there's Jose. How you doing, my friend? I looked up the tracking, Jose. According to it, the fish are supposed to arrive on Friday, from what I've seen. So that shouldn't be any problem. Um, but we'll find out when they get there. You can let me know. And But anyhow, last night we started out looking at some fish, and Jonathan asked me to look at some epistogrammas, and somebody asked me something else, and it kind of like just changed me right out of it. I don't like that actually. I mean, I hate being so scatterbrained sometimes. Beep. There we go. Into the future. Hello there. I'm a sleepy one, but glad to be here. I'm glad you're here also. Very glad. Hello, Mr. Geek Boy. How you doing, sir? It's say Friday. Does it? Oh no! What did I do? Let me check here real quick. Does it say Friday? Hmm. Does it say Friday on it? Oh my gosh! I gotta go. I gotta go back here and check now. I don't think. I thought I had it set for Wednesday. Take a look. Oh, it just says Late Owls Unite. And then, yeah, it's not Friday. Nope. Just have it set to that. Let's see here now. In the future. Hello. All right. Now we got that started. I had some links out to David and Ron, and neither one of them were able to make it apparently. So it's just going to be me. You got to put up with just me tonight. Should be all right. At least that way I can keep on track here a little bit, and keep the fish going. I mean, those guys help me a lot, though. I mean, they're good with the technology. I'm not so good. Hey, there is Shirley. How you doing, Shirley? Welcome in, Rar. Hey, it's just me tonight. Hola. I expect we'll see Tiffany in here tonight, possibly. She sent me some messages on Messenger and showed me some of her fish that she has, and she's got some beautiful fish there in her place. Very, very nice. So I'm not sure if anybody feels like joining me up here, but you're always welcome to. Just let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and I will get started because I wanted to look for some epistogrammas with Jonathan yesterday, and then I made a big boo-boo, so I want to clear that up right now. So I'm going to go. Where are we? Here we are. I'm going to pull up a screen here in a minute. This place has usually a pretty good variety of epistogrammas. Getting my phone up here so I can see the chat while this is on, because it covers the whole screen when I'm doing this. So here we go. do this, and I'll share it back here. Hey, Aquatic Moose. There he is. I can see him. And Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Hello. Welcome in. Yep, Sam's here. Moose. Moose, you got the juice. There you go. Moose has the juice. There we go. Let me bring up this place. I like this store. I've never. Did I buy? I thought I might have bought something from here. I can't remember though. I don't. I'm not positive on it. But who is Imperial Tropicals? I can see the chat here. Mr. Eyeball, sir, Sam Way, Shirley, I am the juice. Too bad Redfish Blue. I know it. They had some great epistos there. I was talking with Alexander yesterday, Williamson. He says he's coming back. Mark, mate, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Good day. Good day indeed. All right. So now, Jonathan, can you please let me know which epistle that was again? I'm going to the epistles right now. That is American cichlids, and we have to go to South American. And that's what brings us into here. Oh, there's dwarf cichlids over here. That's what we want, right there. Yes. It's a nice evening tonight here, actually. It's getting a bit warm. A little humid down here at the moment, but not too bad. Let's see here. Oh, I got to share this. It is on the screen. Okay. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Is the sound okay? And you're able to see the screen all right? Why did he shut? Oh, yeah. He did shut down. Probably business reasons. Maybe money. Take my comment off the screen. Yes, I'll do that. I just seen that. I noticed it when I looked on my phone. There we go. There we are. All right. So let's see here now. I tell you, these right here are some of the ones I'd like to get. These aren't epistos. These are something different. These are the Nanacara anomalies. I know that Sam knows about these because he sees them over on another channel, over at John's. Sharpie and Sharpie's channel. Yes, AV is good. Excellent. We seem to be a little short on likes. AV's good. Excellent. Thank you. So here we are. We're just checking some of these little dwarf cichlids out because that's what we do. We look at fish. We hang out in the chat. We talk. Hello. Who would? Everybody doesn't want people to know he was saying hi to Shirley. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure why this is shut down. I do know his store was not exactly easy to get to, being on an inland west of sea. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's needs to find a different location or something. Let's see which ones are these here. I really like this one right here. I've never seen this one before. Oh, it's on Dan's Fish. That's the one. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. I'm going to remove that one down there. It's going to be in the background, and I'll go get Dan's. Aren't you? Oh yeah. Oh, Moosey. I thought you said Mousy at first. Hey, Skittle Puke. Hi. Okay. Dan's. Dan's fish. Right. Look up the diamond apistogramma. Yep, they're there. I'll show you. Right now we're looking for, I can't pull the link up on Restream from here, but I can do it on my phone. Here, let me take a look here. That way I know which one you're talking about. The Senzi, yeah, okay. Yeah. Wow. I'll tell you something. That is an absolutely outrageous. $200 for a pair of those? I see them go for like $35. I mean, seriously, it's really a lot. Okay, let's get in here. Let's go into Dan's and I'll share this screen here. All right, we're there. So now, come up here. Oh, replace screen sharing. Okay, I'll do that. With this. Oh, thank you, Mark, very much. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted membership, sir. I just happened to see that pop up while I was changing the screen here. Thanks a lot. Ever hopeful? Hey, Carolyn, how you doing? She got one. Let's see here. The Koi Pit. Ever hopeful. Jim's Fish. Peplin Creek Aquatics. Benjamin Peters. Awesome. You took the words right out of my mouth, Shirley. Awesome. So nice of you, Mark. I really appreciate that very much. It helps me out a lot. I can tell you that right now. It's very, very kind of you. And there's Lance. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. All right. So now we got to go. I got to actually share this so I can get it on the screen here. And I can't tell if it's there or not. I have to look at this to see. Hey there, Brian. How are you? Yes, thank you so very much, Mark. I really appreciate it. Here's the Kubatoy that Peplin Creek Aquatics has. I think they're breeding these currently. If I'm not mistaken, you can let me know, Brian, in the chat if I'm off base there. But I think these little Kubatoys here are beautiful, and if you're breeding them, I'm sure that they're going to be very, very popular. They probably already are. What is going on here? It's not coming onto the screen here. I'm wondering why. Let me see here. Let me try this again. Okay, stop screen share. I'll do that, and then I'll start over again. There we are. Share. And then there we go. There we got it. Finally. Yep. Skittles here. Okay, now. I think they were under the new fish that came in, I believe. I think that if I just scroll down here, we're going to see them. Cichlids, angels. Here's the epistles. Hey, Shirley, do you want to pop up here and help me out with the chat? You can if you want. If you're not too busy. We sold out of the Kubatoy already. The fry are growing out. Wow. I figured they'd be popular. They're beautiful, you know? Hello, Cheryl. There. Welcome in. Oh my God, those pencil fish. Aren't they beautiful though? Yeah. Now, Jonathan, can you let me know, are these the ones right here that you were talking about? That you're getting? Shirley said, Peplin, I saw you can't delete your message here. Bootsy, hop up there and help Jeff with the chat. Sure. That'd be awesome. Happy hump day, Scotty. Welcome in, sir. Good to have you here. Why don't you both come on up here, and that way you can keep each other company while you keep me company. uh, oh, you're retired. I can't find my. Here, I'll lend you this one, right? There's Tiffany. Hello. Welcome in. I was recovering Jeffaholic, but I guess I fell off the wagon. Well, you came to the right place there, mate, to get another fix of the old this old dude here behind the magnifying glass. Nathan, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Here we are. I'm making up for last night. I was showing Jonathan. He has to see the epistogrammas, and I switched off it. I didn't even think about it. I thought to myself, wow, that's incredibly rude, or absent-minded, I guess you'd call it. If they're coming up, I'll let them. I'm exhausted. Well, that's okay. I'm going to drop the link, and you come up anyway for a few minutes anyhow, because I'm bossy, right? I'm kidding. There we go. I'm reading the chat down here. So if you see me with my head down, it's because I'm reading this. Yes, those are the first ones, and they are high, but I have, Cindy, don't have that color. That's the difference in the price, likely. Well, I know this right here is the female. This little one right here. Let's see if there's any more pictures of them here. Let me go back in. Scroll down. Sometimes they have extra pictures. Melvin's in the building. Smash the like button, Melvin. You're in the building. All right. El Jefe has spoken. Ándale, ándale. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So let me know when you're in there, Shirley, and I'll get you on the stage here. Jeff, you're not about to, I'm not bossing you. No, I'm not. I was just having you come up for a few minutes and then help me out with some of these fish choices. Bossy Jeff, yeah. Well, I don't have David to yell at. I got to yell at somebody, right? Guess that's about the only way I can figure it out. That was supposed to say you're not the boss of me. Oh, you're about. Oh, I see. Righty. Okay, so here we are with these ones. Let's go back and see what other ones. I want to show you the ones I'll be getting here at the end of the month, if all the stars align just right. And right here it is. I'll be getting 2 pairs of these from Mousy Aquatics. She's going to send me 2 pairs, and I'm sending her a group of the multifasciatus Lake Tanganyika and shell dwellers. She wants those, and I want some of these. So we're, it's kind of nice being able to swap back and forth like that. Now we know why we are always yelling. Yeah. Can't move his. No, I can't. I wish I had a third arm. I could just be like, and type and have this right here all the time. And if you can take a good close look at this thing, I need to actually clean it because I can barely see through it anyway. I thought of ways to use cheap plants for my backyard at the top of the aquarium. Ooh, nice. I love the trifasciatas. Aren't they beautiful? And I tell you something, that picture's a pretty decent picture, but they look even nicer than that. I've seen them, they just look, they're like a jewel. I gotta see my glasses and my magnifying glass. I already have a handicap with eyesight, but I am getting new glasses next month. Supposed to get them this month, but because of medical reasons with my wife, we have to, we just rescheduled it. So that's not a big deal. Jeff having a third arm, it's all cut out to be. Yeah, it isn't, huh? It could, you know what? Pardon the pun, but it could also come in very handy. I better stick to cleaning tanks and not worry about doing the comedy so much. Okay. Yes, a third hand would be nice. All right, back to the next ones. Those are the ones I'm getting. I tell you what, I love all these really. Now I wanted to ask. Here's the ones down here that are these are on the wish list. These are the ones they don't have in stock. I like to look at these as well. Adam, how you doing? Adam McReynolds. Listening while cleaning the kennel room. Oh, nice. Very nice. Was looking forward to seeing you Saturday at the critter sale, but something came up. Ah. Oh. I wish I had a sale nearby here, like for swaps and whatnot. The closest one to me is about 2 hours away. I'm going to go to one this summer, though. At least one or two. That's where I got my all my cool stuff. I got my shell dwellers there. I got my Java moss. I got. Oh, you're waiting. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. That's why I said let me know, because I have the full screen on here. There she is. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that.
It's all good. And I can't help you with chat because I'm on my. Well, I guess I can a little bit, but I'm on my phone, so yeah, I can see it on the TV though. So maybe I can keep up that way.
You just read it out and say hi to stuff and
yeah.
I see. I'm waiting. Gotcha.
Okay. Hello, Adam. I didn't see them come in. And
yeah, it's great. Okay, let me. I'll drop the link for you, Gil. One moment, May. He's going to join us. Awesome. Get this link down here for Gil.
Oh, hey, Gil. Sorry, I forgot to say hey to Gil too.
There we are. Control V. There we are, Gil. I'm going to stay here on the small screen so I can see you when you come in, because we had Shirley waiting in the background for I don't know how long. Let's see here.
For like a long whole 2 minutes. Like, I'm so sad.
Oh no. And there he is. Okay, we bring up. Whoop.
Yes, I can see that. Whoever that is, oh, it's Moose. Go figure. Why make me full screen? I don't want to be full screen.
Are you full screen?
No, I don't want to be full screen. The Huawei said make me full screen.
I'm going to make what I'm going to do is I'm going to make whoops. There we are. There he is. Hey, Gil.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Real good. I'm going to bring you up on the big screen here. I'm going to stop. We stop sharing this thing for right now for a moment. And
it's better. I can see mine.
Over here.
Here we go.
I've just got home, so I'm running around giving everything a quick feed.
All right. Let's get down here. There we go. That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Just feeding all the Geo grow outs first.
Ooh.
Now my Instagrammer, let's have a look.
Thank you, Dr. Ted, I guess.
Look at those. Look at that tank. Wow.
Now, I don't know, can you see that fella there?
Oh, look at the epistograms there. Wow.
And everything's going at the front. That way.
Hello, Christine. Welcome in. And Monster Fish Gal. Hello.
Kiss.
Right now, Gil's epistogramma tank here. Okay.
And who else came in? Oh, Dr. Anthony came, or Dr. Ooh, no, that's not what I meant to say. Dr. Ted came in.
Dr. Ted.
Sorry.
Dr. Ted Coletti. Welcome in, sir. Welcome in, Doctor.
And Melvin. Did I say hi to Melvin? No. I don't know. It all blends together when you say hi to them all the time, and you're on like 50,000 live streams, and you say hi to everybody. It's like, did I say hi to them or not?
I love the black water tank too.
Yeah, well, that's the
Oh, that's pretty.
Borellii there. There's one there.
Yes. Are those glow light jumpers I'm seeing?
Yeah, they're glow lights in there. We can take a reflection. And there's the. See if we can get them. Can you see the babies down
Look
there?
at all the fry. Wow. Oh, they're beautiful. You know.
I just grabbed a few out with the turkey baster because I didn't really want them all, but I wanted another female. And there's a couple. Oh, there's a couple of babies still in there somewhere. If they come out, there's a couple that survived. But this fella here, he's unbelievable in his life.
That is gorgeous. Like, I'm so jealous.
It is.
Can
I
you
can't
see
wait for my plants to grow in like that.
That
Yes.
is gorgeous. How big a tank is that? That tank looks huge.
That
What size tank is that, Gil?
that's the 4 foot, 4 by 18 by 18.
Ah,
So it's 75 gallons.
75 gallon. Okay.
I changed the substrate. I pulled a lot of the grass out of the front there and just put some sand on top just for a bit of a change. So it's getting really overgrown.
Very nice.
They pulled up some more grass. They pulled up the jungle out again.
And I've bred a heap of these neon green Raptoras and put in there. And they look
Some of
unreal.
those.
That light.
Those are the Kuba toys you have right there. Those are the Kuba toy raspberries.
That's correct, yeah. I started off with about 6, so I've bred a heap so I can fill this tank out.
Oh, wonderful.
You
And we
get some of
talked with Brian Pepple and Pepple Creek Aquatics about the Kuba toy. They breed them too.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
want some
great.
Kuba.
That was with the automatic egg catcher I made out of the milk carton.
Oh, cool.
That's how I bred all those. Oh, what have we got up here? And this one here's got all the baby pygmy cories in there if they come out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they're really shy, aren't they?
Oh, they're not too bad. They but when I do a water change, there was a big school of them. There's probably about 30 or 40 in there at least.
Oh.
This massive school of all came out at the same time. But generally, yeah, once they're fed, if I feed baby brine shrimp in there, they all come out for that. They love it.
Well, my friend's got like 12 of them, I think, and she never sees them. They never come out.
These ones, they all come out in school together.
Yeah,
And
probably because you got so many.
down in this one, I think I've got a dozen or so, and they'll all come out. I'm going to fill it up front there. They'll all come out and swim around together. There's another one. Oh, there they all are there. See them all there?
So beautiful.
Oh, Melvin, you're so full of it. Least friendly, my butt.
Yeah,
He said he'd come in and I didn't tell him hi.
This one's the new. It's a bit dirty because it's still sort of half setting up, but this will be the new Apistogramma Borellii tank. I'm going to take them out of the Blackwater and put them in here because they're not really technically a Blackwater Apistogramma. They come from further south, down around Venezuela and stuff like way down south.
Mm-hmm.
So they will go in there, and then I was thinking Trifasciata or something to go in there.
Oh, the Trifasciata's over there. Yeah, that's what I've got. Some of those coming, Gil.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I heard that, and I thought, I'll show you how mine's getting on. But yeah, mine are going really good.
I've got a diamond Apisto.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll be looking those up.
He was in. I wasn't planning on breeding him or anything. I wasn't even planning on getting him. But when I went to the store, every time I would go in there, I would see him, and the poor thing seemed like not like he was scared, but like he was really bored in that small tank. And I asked the guy at the store about him, and he said that he had been there over 2 years because he wasn't bright and colorful. Nobody wanted him. So I was like, I can't leave him here like that. I can't do it. So I brought him home. And at first I put him in a 20 long with a couple other small fish. And he did okay. He just never really came out. But then I put him in my 55 with all the jungle vow that I showed you guys the other day. And he's out all the time now. Like he's always out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, that single male I've got in the community tank, he's always out. Probably because he doesn't have anyone to fight with, so he's happy in there.
Yeah,
The
probably.
L600s in there. Those are the the L600 plecos. Are they?
Yeah, they'll come out, sit down here quietly, and they'll come out. And there I have. What have we got in there now? I've got some rummy nose, some black neon tetras, cardinal tetras, Prestella tetras, and a couple of rams. And here's one big fella coming out now.
I know you're kidding, Melvin.
Oh, wow.
As soon as those pellets hit the
gorgeous.
guys all come out. So there's one there's another one coming out behind him.
They're beautiful. Look at them.
Reason. Yeah, there you go. There's three. One there. One. I don't know if you can see or not from the glare. One there. Little one down there. If we just sit here, we'll see them all come out and grab all those pellets. But yeah, these ones, oh, they were in there for months, and you might see one or you'd see the tail for one. But now, as soon as the food hits the water, all five of them come out.
Oh, very nice. They are gorgeous with their tails and dorsal fin colors.
Especially when
Oh,
sometimes they go really orange, whether they're getting ready to breed or not. But yeah, sometimes the black is very black and the orange is very orange. Depends on how clear the water is too. It hasn't had a water change for 2 weeks, this one, so it's got a few tannins in it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'll be due for a water change on the weekend.
Hello, Jesse.
Hello, welcome in.
It's Jump. Just one more fish.
Yep.
His name's Jesse, right? I'm really bad about names, so.
That is.
I think I called him Joffrey the other day.
Let's go a few seconds.
Oop. Sorry.
Another beautiful fish. They may be the first Episto when I have the tank space. Those are my first Episto too, but mine didn't make it. I got mine off eBay, and they were only about, I think the male was less than an inch. They were so small you could barely even tell them apart, male and female. But they were sickly when I got them. But they were alive, so I couldn't do anything about it really. But the duckweed survived that came in the bag, and I got it now
Jesse always survives.
in a lot of my tanks. But so I got something out of it, I guess.
Ooh, I'm mortified.
Yeah. Love the Peninsula tank, Gil. That's so nice. That's what.
Oh, look at those.
Well, I am way behind because you've been in here. You just said howdy, and that was a while.
They're the last of my angels. These are the ones I've kept.
Oh, angels.
Yeah.
They are gorgeous.
Oh, Lori's in here?
I've been
Yes, she
working on them for about 2 years to breed veil-tail platinums. And I've got, I think one of them's got a little bit of yellow on the nose, but the rest of them are pure silver. Yeah,
Hello, Nathan.
Are those platinums, Gil, or what?
And hello, Lori.
What they are, they were, the mother was a pearl scale, a black and white one, short finned, but then the father, he was like third generation that I've been breeding up to get the long fins, and he was a toy marble. And so these are the ones that came out platinum, except for one with a little bit of yellow, but these are the ones
That's cool.
I've got a bit of news here.
They're beautiful.
Closing down the fish room.
Huh?
I'm closing down this fish room.
You
Oh.
are?
because it's just not big enough. So we'll clean out some room in the shed, and I'm just in the process of organising some pool room panels, and I'm going to build a 20-foot by 20-foot room in my shed outside.
Oh,
So because I'm going to build a couple of big tanks.
I see.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful fish room you got there. I mean, all the work you put into it. I remember when you did that.
Yeah, but it's just too small.
Too small for. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're expanding a lot. Look at that. What is that in there? What fish was that? Is that a?
That was the Borelli.
The Burley. Yeah, there he is.
Hang on, I can't see. Can you see him?
It's just you have to go to the right. There he is. I see him now.
There. That him? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
What?
he's gorgeous.
He's coming out to see you. He's saying hi.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's lovely. This. Yeah, because I got a breeding trio for that black water tank, and this female turned out to be male. So he went and under these lights, whereas the other one's blue with yellow fins, this guy's got blue and purple and a bit of pink, and he's got heaps of sort of turquoise sparkles on his face.
This is Gil's fish room. This is my good mate Gil down in Australia here, Daniel.
Hey,
and he's in Australia.
Steven and hey.
Thanks. What's that?
Hey, Steven and Daniel. I was trying to say hey to everybody, and I couldn't remember Steven's name, and I was looking right at it. Oh, my mom's here. Hello, Mom.
It's Diane, right?
Diana Burrow. Yeah, that's my mom.
I love that.
I don't know if you heard that, but that's
Daniel
Anita.
loves the accent. I love the Australian accents.
yeah, it's nice.
Mate. Throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Yes. Yes.
That's not stereotypical or anything. I like the Irish and Scottish, especially the Scottish accent. I love a Scottish accent.
Yeah, except the Irish and the Scots, when they talk really fast, you can't understand a word they're saying.
Well, yeah, but I live in America, and I've lived in the South near Louisiana, and it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome in, my friend. Diana, I'm catching up now a little bit. See, I wouldn't even be this far caught up if it wasn't for you being in here, so.
Well, and you're going to get mad because I was about to say I'm going to step out.
Oh, are you?
Well, I was thinking about it since you already got, a friend up here and stuff, and I'm like sitting here going.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to help me with the chat, but that's okay.
Well, if you need me to help you with chat, I will. But I thought you caught up, so I thought you were good. I'll stay. It's fine.
All right. Now, let's see here.
Pencil fish, too.
Dottie, he would need his magnifying glass even if he did have a dual monitor set up. That's just part of Jeff.
Speaking of old, I couldn't find it. There it is. Now, this one here is. Are those neon tetras or are those
Yeah, they're green neons.
green neons?
And there's Becksford pencil fish in the middle there.
What app do I use to track tank maintenance? It's called, I think it's just called the aquarium log or something like that. I can, I think I can put the link to the. Do you have Android or do you have iPhone?
I also.
Well, if you'll give me a minute, I might cut out, but I think I can put the link to the app in there so you can use it. It's amazing. You can track everything with it. I'm not kidding. I track everything with it.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, no, sorry. Nathan asked me about what app do I use for tank maintenance. So I was,
yeah.
I was kind of answering that. I'm sorry. See, I'm not good at this whole chat thing either. Okay, just give me 1 second and I will get the link. If I pop out, I will be right back.
Gil, those other fish, let me see which ones they are. They kind of have a little bit of a stripe going through the middle. Those are the pencil fish, right?
Yeah, they're the Beckford's pencil fish.
Beckford, yes. I see the panda fairies are looking great. Look at them.
Yeah, they're going pretty good.
They're looking fantastic.
Yeah, no, they love it in here. This is the dirted tank I set up that's never had any algae.
Mine hasn't either. Strangely enough, I got a dirty tank, and that's one that doesn't have any algae at all.
Yep. I just got to, I'll have to get in and trim with that valve. Look, it's got that long, it's tying itself in knots.
My valve, I need to trim mine too in that in my dirty tank because it's all over the top and it's kind of cutting out the light in there.
Yeah, same here. Like that little sword there is starting to struggle a bit. It's not getting enough light.
Mick M is here. Hello. Welcome in, Mick.
Okay, I'm back. I put the links for the app in the chat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a really good app, and it's free. You just have to every once in a great while watch a commercial.
Ooh, is
Yeah,
that
like one time. It's really cool.
Which is that a L201 there, Gil?
Yeah, yep. Snowball plateaus.
Oh yeah, the snowballs. I love those.
What kind of quarries were that?
About 6 in there.
The ones
What
we
kind of quarries were there?
panda quarries.
What quarries there?
Oh, were they pandas? The other quarries in the other tank?
Yeah, they're pandas.
Oh. I got some Miguelito quarries. I can't remember what their scientific name was, but I got some. I had one of those, and I was gonna get because it was the last one in the store, and I was gonna get some more. And by the time I found some more to get, he had disappeared, so he's no longer. So, but I was gonna get some more.
Yeah, so it's funny, Jeff. Speaking of a pistogramma, the gun, a pistogramma man I went down to Melbourne to see a couple of weeks ago, he was saying that there's 230 or 250 or so described pistogramma, and they reckon there's another 500 more that haven't been described.
Oh wow!
So they're going to stop giving them names. They're going to give them an A number, like the plecos have an L number. They're just going to number them because there's just far too many to give them all, assign them all names, apparently.
I like that because that's really piques my interest. Those dwarf cichlids, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll be getting. So I have the Cacatoides right now. I have the orange flash, and I also have the triple red.
Yeah.
So I had those two. So my next ones will be the trifasciata, and then eventually I got a pair of Borellii coming from Branton Lightcap.
Yep. I've seen his. Yeah, with the. I think I watched a video of his spawning or babies or something. Yep.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job over there, and he's going to be sending me a pair of those. So I'm going to have four different types. That's going to be.
Yep. We'll see that. Yeah, the Borellii is because it's like Argentina, like they from very far south. They prefer the cool, like slightly cooler water, and the clear water. So it's all the drainage and all that from the snow melt and things.
Are you speaking of the Borellii? They like it cooler?
Yeah. Yep, they like it cooler.
Ah.
You can keep it they'll go all right at 25, 26 degrees Celsius. Ron's not here, so you'll have to work it out yourself. And but the Borellii, they can go down like below 20 degrees easily.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I love the Borellii. So I keep most of my tanks are right around between 76 and 80, but averages out around 78.
Yep.
Most of my tanks, except for my the Goodad tanks, I don't have a heater in them, and so that's room temperature. So it's probably about 70 to 72 in that tank.
How do you do room temperature 70 to 72 in your tank? My tanks like get down to like 60 because it's like 64 degrees in my house right now.
It's warmer here.
I have maybe twice this whole winter turned on my heater. So.
Okay. I have my furnace has been off for a couple of weeks now.
I just don't do heat very well. I had a heat stroke when I was, or whatever you want to call it, when I was 16. Passed out in the yard. It was like a big ordeal. And because of that, my internal thermometer just does not function right. It gets up to like 68, 70, and I'm sweating I'm sweating.
I'm better at cooler temperatures too, but I tell you, even so, I'd rather have summer in the hot weather than winter. I just can't.
Yeah.
I hate the snow.
Not me. If I can stay inside, I'm good. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. And you're welcome, Nathan.
Hey, Skittle, you have a great night. And you're in East Tennessee. I got relatives in Tennessee there. They just moved from California to Tennessee.
I moved from Arkansas to Washington, so.
Right now, Nathan Gills to Garden says his tanks are around 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it is cold. I like my blanket, but I'd rather have my blanket on. Rather have my blanket on and it be cold in my house than for me to be warm in my house and comfortable room temperature and me not have my blanket. It's like a security thing, I guess. Steven says he requires refrigeration or he spoils. Or he
Yeah,
spoils.
just look at all the baby pygmy Cory started coming out, but then they all disappeared again.
My Hebrosum spawned. So the babies are like probably a month old now. I'm hoping they spawn again. My Rosy Loaches were doing the spawn embrace. Like I couldn't believe it.
That'll be cool.
So hopefully I'll have Rosy Loach babies soon.
That's what I love
And
about pygmy Cory. That's why I want they colony breed, right? So they don't. I heard they don't eat their eggs either. Is that true?
I don't know if they do or not.
Gil, what's your experience been? Do they eat their eggs or do they just leave them alone? I don't know if you can hear me or not. I think you might be frozen.
Oh yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, we'll find out.
My mom said she moved from Arkansas to California and then back to Arkansas. Yeah, she did that. She also moved to Michigan, from California to Michigan, and then from Michigan to Arkansas. So
that's where I'm at in Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to live in South Haven.
Oh, I'd love to get my Rosy Loaches to breed, Geek Boy says.
Bingo, stop.
That would be...
Yeah, I don't know if they're breeding or not, but they started doing a T like the Corys do, and then they did this embrace kind of like the Scarlet Baddest did. And when I looked it up, apparently the T and then embrace is like they're spawning. So I don't know if they actually spawned or... He's so spoiled.
He is
young. He's on top of me. That's my Django boy. Good. Allergies.
And George, hello, George. Welcome in. Good day.
Hey, George.
You keep my house at 68. Well, I can't, in the summertime, I can't keep it there unless I have the air conditioner on.
Oh, in the summertime, yeah, I've got the air conditioner just blasting. And all I have is portable air conditioners. Not the window kind, but the kind that you stick in your house and you vent it out the window and it doesn't really do a good job. I've got two of those. I got one in my bedroom and one in here because I can't sleep when it's hot at all.
Is your electricity included in your rent?
Mine? No.
Oh, so you got to pay your electric bill too. Ooh, yikes.
I get assistance with that, so it's not too bad. But I think my electric bill, okay, keep in mind it's 770 square foot apartment, 2 bedrooms. It's really tiny. My electric bill was, I think it was $170. Yeah, but that's for a tiny apartment, and I have 28 tanks, something like that, and most of them, all but like 3 of them have heaters. So.
Mine all have heaters, and I got about 30 tanks in this house. It's a bigger house. It's a big house, so. But our bill's been running up around almost $300 a month.
Damn.
It's killing us. So I gotta figure out a way to. Well, I do have a few of hang-on back filters for the bigger fish.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I just add a couple more sponges, because I have the drops for it, and just crank up the air a little more.
Yeah.
I just might go that route because it's just.
Well, they say heating the room or whatever the fish tank are in is cheaper than heating the fish tanks.
Yeah.
So.
I might have to try and do that. The only problem with that, and this is not good really, but
yeah,
why I don't go that route is because it's so big down here. I'd have to do a lot of construction, and on top of that, if it's like 75 to 80 degrees down here all the time. I'm not going to spend much time down here. I'm not going to want to be, roasting down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like. That's the reason why everybody's like, "Well, heat your apartment; it'll be cheaper." And I'm like, dude, I gotta live there. I'm, I'm not gonna pass out from heat exhaustion in my own house. No, I'm good, thanks.
Oh, and Nathan says, "Oh, I love that handsome boy. I want to snuggle that puppy." I let that.
He's snuggling me.
Yeah, look at him.
He's so spoiled.
Well, so Nathan's got a dog there too. When he had him on here, and I said, "You got to do me a favor. Reach over and rub that dog's belly for me."
Yeah, I remember I was watching when you did that.
I couldn't help it. I was like, I miss my cat so much that I see the dogs
Right.
and cats and stuff.
Well, we lost our cat when we were on our way up here. She was. We had her in the hotel room, and she got out. Huh?
Dr. Ted's going to join us here. I'm going to drop the link here for you, Dr. Ted.
Okay, go for it, Dr. Ted.
There we are. See if you can. Yeah, this is not StreamYard. This one is
Restream.
Right now, Restream. I keep the StreamYard reserved for my Wednesday afternoon, and then for the auctions.
Yeah, Nathan, I put polycarbonate lids on my tanks too, but I'm out of polycarbonate, so I don't have enough for all my tanks.
Okay. Sorry about that, Doctor. I didn't realize he was in the background there. Hello,
Hey,
Doctor.
everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Good to see you with the legendary Jeff Pelham and the spectacular Shirley. It's like a
Oh, I
dynamic
like that.
duo this evening.
I like that. I like the little flattery. Goes
I
well
can
with my
be
coffee.
So if this is the dynamic duo, I'll be Alfred tonight. How's that?
You'll be Robin's Robin.
I'll be here to serve you guys.
Oh wow.
Right now, you're Captain America. I can see that. So.
Well, I actually dozed off today late, and I'm like, then I had coffee, so I'm up. I'm like, Jeff is up. I always love Jeff's stream, and Jeff, I want to tell you why I love your stream so much, because it's so great now to see real experienced aquarists doing YouTube videos, because the knowledge you give to the younger hobbyists is essential. So I always tell people, when you and your friends are on, this is like an essential education. This is like going to school in the fish room. And so keep doing what you're doing.
Oh,
I
definitely.
agree. He was telling me the other day that his stream was boring and he had to change it up. I was like, don't you dare, Jeffy Jeff. Jeffy's awesome. It's like, that's my favorite one. It's the only one.
Oh,
yes, it's the only stream that I 100% do my best not to miss.
Keep it real. Just keep it real.
All right.
And I love the magnifying glass.
Yes, the magnifying glass is like, I like want a T-shirt with like a cartoon Jeff Pelham with like a giant magnifying glass. That would be like
fish
the
room
ultimate
pump?
swag. Yeah,
The fish room pump stickers that Outside In does. He said something about you can nominate people. I was like, I'm totally nominating Jeff with the magnifying glass.
Jeff
that would be
Pelham
amazing.
with the big magnifying glass, a little cartoon. We're talking kitchen magnets, photo mug Shirley, T-shirts, bumper stickers, and maybe even a thong. We could do. We can put that on everything. So
Gil was up here a minute ago. The Australian gentleman, friend of mine, he actually made a shirt of me with my magnifying glass and a T-shirt. So he made T-shirts up.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's awesome.
You see that? I want one.
I do too.
You have to get with Gil. He makes them.
It's so funny. I call him.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
No.
I was just going to say, I call him Jeff, and my family and my friends don't know who I'm talking about when I say Jeff. And so they're like, who? And I'm like, Jeffy Jeff. They're like, oh, yeah, Jeffy. They even call him Jeffy Jeff.
Well, says, did you give Ted $20 to say that? I'm a little
it was more like 40.
I'm a little more expensive hooker than that, okay?
That's why I said it was at least 40.
You better pay me for that more. Yeah, there we go. But Shirley, it's funny you call him Jeffy Jeff, because he was a former rap artist back in the 80s. A lot of people don't know that. It was either Ice-T or Jeffy Jeff Pelham, and everyone went with Ice-T. So,
Bad mistake. Big mistake.
it was, so he got into fish instead, Jeff. I'm sorry that I had to, reveal that, but,
Yeah, rapping. I was a player for a while, but I decided, well,
He was
I'm gonna settle down.
Jeff was a player with an A.
Where'd you-
Big time.
Where do you think MC Hammer got? You can't touch this.
Oh yeah.
And Shirley, I'm telling you, if you get on Jeff's bad side, he will pop a cap in your ass. So you
Oh,
gotta
dude,
be-
I would not doubt that a
really
bit. He's
gotta
all
be
mild mannered and
careful.
stuff.
he
Let
will he will go back to his roots.
That's why I say whenever they all yell at him, they're like, "Why are you yelling at me?" I'm like, "Dude, if he really were to yell at you guys, like really yell at you, you guys would shit. Like seriously."
All this mild, friendly uncle demeanor, it's all just a whole facade.
It's a mask to keep him from exploding with rage.
That's right, just rage. Absolute.
Everybody has a MC to Kermit.
I'm here in my little 8-foot by 12-foot man cave fish room right now, which is on the verge of being brought outside.
Oh.
Because I put all my fish outside, but I can show you what's in the tanks if you want to be bored or having trouble sleeping tonight. Or
Oh,
we
hey,
can
I wish I had trouble sleeping.
So let me see. I'm gonna grab my camera here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
put
show you. So I have a bunch of stuff set up for like breeding right now.
Oh, okay.
So let me try to just switch my camera here.
Sure. And I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the larger screen right there. Here we are.
Let me put the HD. No, that's not it. That's the other camera. Let's go to the next ago. Unable to access camera. Oh, are you kidding me?
It should work. I think you have to go into settings. In the settings on Restream.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in there. Sorry about this, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Let me just.
No problem.
Different USB.
See,
It was working
says
just
Rap Battle
before I
Jeff, it's
came
on.
on. It was working just before I came on. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, of course it was.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're working again.
Oh,
All right, so
yeah,
I'll show
yeah.
you what's going on in here. Just a few things I was a terrible breeder. This winter, I was so busy, so I'm trying to catch up. Let me try to get
Same.
really back. Yeah, same, right? This is an old closet that was in this room.
Oh, wow.
And what I did was I built a fish rack in it. And I was
Nice.
inspired by Mike Hellwig. Do you know who Mike Hellwig is? Mike Hellwig is probably the greatest living breeder in the United States. He doesn't go on YouTube. He's been around forever. And he won the TFH Breeder Challenge against Ted Judy about 15 years ago. And he has a rack he calls the Blue Monster, where he breeds so much. So I decided to build a rack inside the closet. And what's great about that is you can support it on 3 walls, right? So this is a floating rack. This is floating with actual brackets that are put with lag bolts into the wall. And the neat thing about doing this, here's the best part of this rack, is you have a shelf.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Up there, I can grab my little specimen cup and it can go right on the shelf, right? So many fish racks lack a shelf. So that's my favorite part. And because it's TV, I'm sorry, someone's talking.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. My daughter was talking to me. I apologize. I forgot to hit mute.
Well, good for her. It's important to talk to mom. Like, Mom, stop being such a nerdy fish person.
She's a nerdy fish person, too.
Good. That means she won't have a lot of boys bothering her for a while. So,
Oh, good.
so this is a tiered rack. One of the good things about the closet is, if you look at these tanks, they're not stacked up. They're tiered. There was a breeder who passed away in North Jersey called Larry Jinks, and he was another amazing breeder. And his tanks were tiered. When your tanks are tiered, I can fit 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a shelf on top without having to go on a ladder.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Right? So you see, I can reach this one. I can reach the 2.5 gallons. So by tiering them, you can stack them closer together, and you can get your hand underneath to pull out your filter. So that's how I'm able to put so many tanks inside of a closet.
That makes me mad that I didn't think about that.
Oh, it's great. It was, and then over here from Gemco. You guys know who Gemco is?
Oh yes, that's where I got my my air
Right.
valves and my.
Yep. There's the air valve. So Gemco
Yeah.
is in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. He's like the fish room supply house. This is the gang valve that he makes with 12 inputs that powers all the Matten filters that I have here. I'm a big Matten filter fan. I got converted to that big time because they just do such an awesome job, especially if you don't clean them. If you let them go for like 2 years, they develop ARCA as well as bacteria and like a sludge, and they just wow. In terms of filtration, I don't have to do water changes as much. And
Wow.
then
Dr. Ted, did you get your Matten filters from Gemco as well, or did you get them from Swiss Tropical?
I got them from Dr. Tanner at Swiss Tropical. And you know, Jeff, the reason I did that, let me just put on one. Here's one right here that's in the Danio tank. These are just right on the side of the tank. If you can, let me try to get my camera. You can see it there. This camera is backwards. It's a mirror view of what my aquarium looks like. You can see it here right along the side. I got that because I wanted the German Porex foam, right? I didn't want to get some knockoff that's on Amazon. I wanted the stuff that's guaranteed to work. And so I got that and the lift tubes. What's in, let me show you what's in here. I'm trying to breed these guys. This is a wild Devario that was at the Bucks County Aquarium Society auction. That is a great club and a great auction. No matter what someone on the internet now is saying, that's an amazing auction. And these are some wild Devarios, the fire striped Danios, and they're not giant Danio. And there's a bunch of them in here. I was trying to breed them using a mop method, and it was not working. And then I went to seriouslyfish.com. Let me get a close up here. And what happened was I found out, I saw a picture of their habitat. Their habitat is all stony and sandy. I'm like, well, maybe that's why they're not breeding. So I put these little trays of pea gravel here, and I'm taking these trays and moving them up above to the next rack, which is tiered, in the little 2.5 gallon tank, and trying to hatch them out there. And I'm trying to rotate every 36 hours.
Is it working out at all?
Not yet, and I'm hoping I don't have all females. They're kind of hard to sex.
Oh,
or maybe
no.
they were kind of small. Over here, I think I can wake these guys up. Oh yeah, you're all asleep now. You're suddenly scared. These are the Weitzmanni Corydoras. There's one right there coming out there. You see him there? These are beautiful cory. This is a weird cory, right? It's a mop spawning cory.
Oh wow!
They don't lay their eggs on the glass. So I have standard Killy yarn mops. I weighed them down with now. You remember those metal plant anchors we always used to use back in the day, and then we found out that they were lead, so we stopped using them. They make ones out of zinc now, and the ones out of zinc you can cut with like scissors. So I just put one around and I weighed them down. There's a female right there. She's always paler. And,
my false Julies do the same thing. Didn't do it on purpose. I had a breeder mop, a garland looking thing in there, and that's what they lay in every time. They don't lay on the glass or anywhere else. They lay in that mop.
Oh, so that's interesting. So are those true Julies, or is that just
the false,
the Julie dump category?
Yeah.
Everyone calls it, but that's
the Trilineatus or whatever it's called.
Trilineatus.
Trilineatus. Oh, and they're actually mop spawners for you.
Well, they are on mine. I don't know about anywhere else, but that's how they do it in my house.
Yeah, you know something? I have to spend the money and get Ian Fuller's book that him and Jeff, the person also up in Michigan or Wisconsin, wrote that book with him. Rob McClure. Does that name ring a bell, Jeff? Rob McClure.
McClure.
Who's a great guy to have speak at your club, and he's like a Cory master. And he edited the book for Ian, and I have to bite the bullet and get that book because they go over every known species and breeding techniques. And there they are. They're very playful. I got these at CatCon down in Virginia about a year and a half ago, and I've had such terrible luck with them. I feel like a terrible aquarist. You'll see how I filter my tank, right? The Matin filter is in the side of the tank. You can't really see it there. There it is. And then I plant a lot of Rotala, because Rotala is a stem plant that'll grow even without CO2. And I plant it in these hydroponic pots that they grow marijuana in or other things, and with just pea gravel. And they're essentially like I do outside in my ponds. It's basically you're turning them into a filter, right? So the roots come out of the pot and they filter the water. So I have that in like a newbie. It's in like all of my tanks.
Cool.
And then over here, this is a 20 long. This is going to be a wide shot, a little more difficult. Massive Java fern at the bottom. These are the Royal German Blue Kerai tetras.
Oh wow!
They're not high. These and this is a colony tank. I just trying to breed them like I bred the. I thought they would breed like the Emperor tetras. You know, lay a couple eggs every day and have lots of fry. But let me try to get the light closer. You can see their color. They're called Royal German Blues. They're really beautiful tetras. And those little things, you see those little things swimming in the tank?
Yes.
That's live food from my tub pond that comes out every spring when I put the pots out. That is a type of sea shrimp. It's either a Cladocera or a Dichlostraca. And a lot of my fish eat it. These guys only eat the small ones, so they're just swimming around living with them. So they're a freshwater plankton. And I'm a real proponent of getting freshwater plankton in your tank. There is a baby in here who was born. She just, they lay their eggs. And there's a little tiny one there in front.
Oh, wow.
That she was born in the tank. These are really nice fish.
They're beautiful.
They are gorgeous.
The camera doesn't give them justice. I might put them outside in an outdoor tank and try them again.
I would
Down
love some
here-
there.
Yeah. And the other 20 long right next to it is an old favorite. I still call them Archocentris, Jeff and Shirley. I forget the name now. These are the Septifasciatums, Central American dwarf cichlid. They're in the
Wow.
convict cichlid family.
Yes. I love.
Cryptoherus, Archocentris, they always change the genus. All these fish have a bright jade eye. And see if I can there they are. Get a little closer to them there. These are just a fun little cichlid. They don't get much bigger
Wow.
than this. And I'm waiting for them to pair off. These guys are going to go outside too into a stock tank.
Nice. They
and
remind me
they're
of Analutis.
Yes.
Very similar.
Very similar. The Archocentris and the Cryptoherus are my favorite class of cichlids. People call them a type of convict, and okay, that's fine. But they're a fun little fish. They don't take up a lot of room. You can do them in a 20 long. There's a whole bunch of different species, and they're just fun. I really like them. They get this beautiful jade eye to them. They will get bigger. I'm having a problem with, I don't know if you guys can help. I'm having a problem with diatoms in this tank, big time. If you look down here, you can see a lot of the Anubias is covered with it. I put in, which really helped a lot, my favorite algae eater, which is a Pandagara.
Oh, I
Guys ever
love a
keep
panda.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Best algae eater in the world. They just
Yeah, they ate my Blackbeard algae.
Yes, they did, right? They ate my
Yeah.
Blackbeard algae too,
Well,
Shirley.
that
And I'm
made me
like,
mad,
I
though,
love you.
I love Blackbeard algae. It wasn't overtaking. It was just us fun little places. And I was like really liking it. It looked so cool. And then the freaking Pandagar ate it. I was like, you better be glad I love you, Dietrich. 'Cause that was his name, Dietrich.
Shirley, do not love Blackbeard algae. The floor of the aquarist hell is lined with Blackbeard algae and probably pictures of Stephen P. mocking you. So
We
those are
covered
the
in
two
duckweed.
things, just waving his finger at you. So I have a diatom problem in here, which I once in a while I battle them. And if anyone in the chat has a great tip for that, I would love to know.
Well, I
Granted,
do
there's a
know
lot
that they
of
like
waste in
dim
this.
light. Or they like
What's
a lot
that?
of light. They like dim lighting, so reducing your light does not help.
No, does not help at
Um,
all, and it doesn't help that I have all these, 6 medium-sized cichlids making a lot of
Yeah.
waste fueling it, right? So it's
Yep.
light and fuel that
Yep.
would do it. What I see down here in the lower hack, and I don't know about you guys, I hate tanks on the lower bottom. I'm done
I do
with
Oh, I
too.
don't like them either.
But when you get a fishaholic and you need fish for outdoors, where are you going to put them? So
Right.
these guys are going to go outside, but I put them in the tank. These are black ruby barbs. Can you see
Oh,
the male
so
down
cool.
there? I don't know. I'm trying to get a picture down here. There you go.
Mhm.
You see him down there. You can see the male who's getting red there.
Oh
Two
yeah.
males and 2 females. So this is my spawning method that I use for a lot of Sabrinids. I take the matin filter and I use it as both a tank divider. It's like a triple threat. I use it as a tank divider
Yes.
and a filter. And then every day I will move a pot of Rotala. These are pond pots, 4-inch pond pots with gravel and plants. And every 24 hours, I will rotate pots from here over to the other side. And then when the babies hatch out, they will pick at the matin filter away from the parents. So I just move plants back and forth, plant pots. And, if there's a few eggs in there, it kind of works.
Elishan says Ted has more than a diatom problem.
Well, yes, Ali Shan is right. There actually was that. There was that robbery in Mexico in 2001 that I don't like to talk about. Thank you, Tom, for bringing that up. I was not guilty. Stephen P. and I were down there traveling. We passed a few bad checks. It's not a biggie. Don't judge. But Ali Shan,
Don't turn me in.
My message
don't
to
turn him in.
Tom. So Ali Shan is Tom, and he's a master breeder. But haters gotta hate. What can I tell you?
Oh yeah.
Down there is some Fungula Pentex Osiri. And
Ooh.
I just got those recently. Oh, there they are. You can see them.
Chilies are my thing.
Oh yeah.
I've
The
got
Osiris
8
are down
types
there.
of
Sorry
chilies.
about the video quality, guys.
Oh no,
That's
okay.
better than mine.
And I'm taking these mops and putting them up here in this little mini tank on the side. You see up here on the top rack.
So
Just
can you
moving
dry
the
incubate
mops.
them?
No, they're actually. I'm doing just a water spawn for them.
Yeah, no, I said can you? Because I know the garden rye and the Aphysimian
Yes.
Ockrell, the volcanums, a lot of Fundula Panchax you can, and Aphysimian you can dry incubate.
You can dry incubate, but why bother?
Because I
You
love
don't
it.
have to. Yeah,
I like it better than-
That's just Shirley. That's just something else for me to accidentally
Yeah.
eat.
Well, I have a
You know,
problem with, for some reason,
like-
mine would always fungus and disappear when I tried to dry incubate. I did like eight
Yeah.
batches and couldn't, or not dry, but when I tried to water incubate them, about 8 batches, I lost because I couldn't get them to, they just kept fungusing over really bad, like right away.
And then over here, I'll show you this one. This is a 15 gallon. This is a gold barb. You guys all know the gold barb, right?
Yeah, they're pretty.
So I had a morph show up, which Sue Harkey, who's in New Jersey, another wonderful, really good aquarist. I had a Pinto morph show up, like a calico morph of a gold barb.
Wow.
So I've been working with them every summer to try to fix the calico strain on them. Now do you see that really big one right there at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
That is what a gold barb looks like in the wild.
Oh, wow.
That is, here's back there. That is what the real true species looks like. Let me see if I can
That's
get him out
lovely.
here.
They're beautiful.
He's,
Jeff?
the species is totally different. He's not gold, right? There he is right there. You see him in the back? That is what the true gold barb looks like. The
Oh yeah.
gold barb is a color morph of that green barb, the Chinese green barb, and was developed by a guy named Thomas Schubert in Camden, New Jersey, back in 1960. And that's where the gold barb came from, that fish. And you can see there's some calicos there. I'm working with them. And then what else? This is from Ali Shan. Ali Shan grows these beautiful Gadiads. This is, the red-tailed Gadiad, which is a
is that the
library
Dodroid?
from...
The Dodroid from San Marcos?
Good call, Jeff. That is the Dodorai. Tom breeds these like candy. He pushes these out like M&M's. So, but there's a male and female in here. I'm waiting for the female to square off to get. You know, guys, I'm a BAP slut. You know, I'm just trying to reach my 1,000-point level for the BAP at the North Jersey.
I want to do that.
Yeah, you want to be a BAP slut too?
Yeah,
Maybe Jeff.
I breed
could,
everything
pimp us
anyway.
out.
Maybe
I
I'll
breed
try
everything
could-
anyway.
Maybe
might
like
try.
Jeff could be our pimp then, Shirley. We give him a big
Yeah.
hat with like a feather on it.
Yeah,
have
but
a whole,
he'll take a fee percentage.
Yeah, exactly. So
I have a whole stable here, and I'm going to take
We're your outsourcing. You're
my
outsourcing
stable.
host.
Yep.
exactly. This is a
Um,
this is a tank size I love. This is a
gorgeous.
45 high. The
I have a 48 high.
gallon, which is it's a 30 long but high, right? It's 36 inches long, 12 inches deep, so it's narrow. In this room, I can't do like 40 breeders. I would love to do an 18-inch deep tank, but I can't. This is just a mixed library tank I just planted, so it's still in the growing phase. All types of just, I'm an old library guy. I used to write the
yeah?
library column.
Arianas?
Yeah, that's a type of Hawaiian variatus. I used to write the live bearer column at TFH, and my first book was on live bearers, and I was the editor at the ALA for many years. So and the platies are my favorite fish. There's a Velifera molly in there that I got from a wild source. Limia sulfurophylla, which was one of the first wild live bearers I keep. They're in the tank too. You could see them there. That's a really nice Limia. It's purple. Not many fish we keep are purple.
Yeah, right.
It's a good purple fish. Next to Limia melanogaster, we might get a good shot of these guys.
Well, since
They're
you're a
my
library
favorite.
person, you might have some advice for me. I'm trying to create I know it's a long shot, but I'm trying to create my own strain of guppy.
Well, guppies is a whole nother issue, right? Guppies is a whole class in and of itself.
Yeah.
And when you start working with guppy strains, you really got to speak to a guppy person. Because the thing with the platies and swordtails, it's a Phosphorus Genetic Stock Center down in San Antonio. They've been line breeding all the platies and swordtails for almost 100 years. They don't degrade. They don't break down. You can line breed these forever. Their genetics are just that way. But the Pasilias, the mollies and the guppies, they break down quickly when you line breed. So that's why these guppy breeders, I tip my hat to them. They have to keep multiple tanks, cross those strains, introduce new similar fish all the time to develop a strain. But I would say, Shirley, if you just want to have fun, if you can get virgin females from like Aquabid, which is a good source, and then pick a male that you like and just cross them and see what happens.
I got 3 virgin females I got actually from my own set because I had bred them and I pulled them before they were old enough to get pregnant. And then I put them in with Flex, my male that I really like. And he's had several babies already that look just like him almost, except for with one of them has black on him, I guess. And where he's light colored in the tail, they're black in the tail. And the rest of it's purple and yellow.
Well, that's great. Yeah. I mean, we have to stay fun with the hobby. And I think crossbreeding fancy live bearers is so much fun because you don't know what you're going to get. Platies and swordtails are hard to fix a strain, but guppies are a little easier, but it's just fun. The plants in this tank is a Cryptocorn oosteriana, which is like a Vallisneria of crypts. Those are there, and the side here is some too. And of course, nearly all my tanks, I have the pothos growing out of the back of the tank. So this is stuck in the back of the tank and just right in front. It doesn't need any more light than the light that comes from the tank.
I have the same tank, Dr. Ted.
What's that, Jeff?
I have that same tank right there. It's the same footprint as a 29, but it's just taller.
No, a 29 is a 30-inch footprint.
Yeah, it's 30 inches. I have one that's 30 inches, but it's about 4 or 5 inches taller than the 29.
You have this one, which is the 37.
Ah, okay. I wonder if that's what I actually.
Oh wait, Shirley See, I told you that Jeff, if I came on, someone would be bored, and Shirley now has to go, so we have to
I'm not
say
bored.
goodbye to Shirley.
Somebody's calling me, and I got.
Thanks. Well, thanks a lot. Shirley, I was so grateful I could help you instead of taking a Ambien tonight. You could see my tank tour. So.
Oh well, you got a nice voice, so it helps.
So Jeff, yeah, this is the 37 that I got from a friend of mine, Sheila Garl. This is the footprint of a 20 long, but higher. And this is, I think, what you might have, right, Jeff? This is 30 inches long and about almost twice the height of a 20 long.
Yeah, I say mine's probably 24 inches, I'm thinking.
Oh, 24 inches. So then it's got to be.
Wait, well, let me see.
Yeah.
He called it a 32. I got it from a betta breeder from Vietnam. His name is Paul Wen.
Oh,
and
interesting.
He also bred flower hornfish, but he's out of that. He just does the betta splendens now. He has a really beautiful fish room. He's got some really tremendous fish. But he was selling these tanks, so I got him on Facebook Marketplace, and I met him and picked him up. I got 329 gallons, and then the other one. He called that one a 32 gallon.
Interesting. Do you know who made it?
No, I don't.
So he was keeping flower horns.
Yep, he was keeping individual flower horns in the 29 gallons and then the 32.
Did some of his flower horns have nice cocks?
Yeah, they got those great. Yeah,
I'm sorry, but Jeff, I just had, and that's KOCHS. I just had to say that because
Yep.
Folks, that's actually what that is what the nuchal hump of a flower horn is actually called.
Yes.
So next time you're in a flower horn, you can say, "Hey, you have a nice cock there," and no one can really say that you're being inappropriate. So
that's right. That's right, because it's all the jargon from those type of fish.
Yeah, so this is the 37. This is just a mixed plant. This is where the fish go that I can't work with yet. And you'll see the plant that I like here. I got this at the AGA convention. That's a nice organization to join if you're into plants. The Aquatic Gardeners Association.
Ooh.
They have a kick-ass journal. They still print it. And it's all color with really edited articles. And if you join, you can hear all the speakers from the previous conventions, but it's done in like movie quality. They like when I spoke at the AGA back in April, I got the video and I was amazed. They had me mic. It was a multi-camera shoot. They intertwine your PowerPoint with your speaking. The sound was great. So it's a good organization to join just to see all the speaker presentations and the journal. But when we were there in Raleigh, we went to a plant guy's house, and this is called a blood red rotala. Now, I don't use CO2 in any of my tanks, but this is the reddest rotala I've ever kept. And if I had CO2, it would be blood red. But It's a nice rotala. I just love rotalas. I know my friend Kelly Foreman has a rotala-free fish room, but I love them because they do great without CO2. They catch spawns. I put them outside. I put them indoors. I can float them. And just some various crypts and swords. And a couple of different rainbows. 2 species. One is the Parkinsonii.
Oh, yeah.
Which you see right there.
Yes, I love that orange.
Yeah. And those I just put them. Jeff, I bred these last summer. I put a water hyacinth, floating water hyacinth, in this tank. And then brought the water hyacinth outdoors into a tub and hatched the fry out that way.
Oh, wow.
Because rainbows jump, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Have you had a lot of problem with them escaping, Jeff, from any of your tanks?
I'll be quite. I've never kept any rainbow fish yet in my. In all
Jeff
the time.
Pelham, the legendary Jeff Pelham has not kept a rainbow fish?
Not yet. That's one.
Man.
One group that I have not had yet.
I'm not big on keeping fish just to keep fish. I usually rotate through my fish to breed them because, as I said, I'm a BAP slut and I'm not a really great fish breeder. I think that's one reason why I put my fish outdoors. But I'm just hooked on these fish.
And there's two different species. There's the other one. This was from a Czechoslovakia order. The Glostignia, I forget the genus name. I hope John can maybe educate us with the species name.
Beautiful. Oh,
that's the male. So these are going to be mopped, and then the spawning mop's going to go out in the tub. My friend David Catterett, who's another great aquarist here in New Jersey, he started doing this. Instead of putting his rainbows outside and watching them jump, he would mop. He'd bring the water hyacinth inside or a mop and put that in his tub. And rainbow fish, as you know, Jeff, you've probably heard, grow really slowly, right?
Yes, absolutely.
By the time they grow up, you've kind of retired from your job already. But when you put them outside, they grow a lot faster. They really grow a lot faster. So that's where they're going. And then over here, Jeff, do you remember the old Finstrong river tank? Do you remember that? That came out back in the 90s?
Yes.
Let's see if I can get the light off here, if this helps. No, it doesn't help. So this is an insert inside of a 10-gallon tank. It's hard to appreciate in two dimensions, but it's glued into the tank and it creates a river system. Now, when I lower the water level, it gets high on this side and low on this side. And the Danios will jump over the waterfall like salmon.
Oh, wow.
And if you keep Danios or white clouds, it's so cool to watch. They shimmy up the stream and then go over to the other side. But I'm trying to breed. These are Bengal Danios, Davario, which is like a short version of a giant Danio.
Yeah.
And I have a little pot of stones at the bottom. I might have two females. They're a little hard to sex, but they're in here. And you'll see the plant that's in here. This is just a little hard to see too. This is a pond plant I just stick into the cavity that's growing immersed. So I think that's the tour, Jeff. I'm so sorry to bore everyone tonight.
No, you didn't bore at all. No, what a treat. Thank you so much.
And I'm going to just put the camera back here in this low-tech world we live in. So
fantastic.
Thanks, everybody, for helping me deal with my insomnia tonight by staying up.
Hey, you're welcome anytime, Dr. Ted. Anytime you come in, just say, hey, send me the link. I'll bring you on up.
How many tanks are you up to now, Jeff?
What's that?
How many tanks are you up to?
Oh, let's see. Between upstairs and down, I think I got about 30 right now.
30, yeah. I'm at about 20 indoors. I got 2 upstairs, the fish room down here I showed you, and then I got 3 in the garage for overwintering my paradise, my white clouds, and my rice fish.
Yeah, I'm really I love paradise fish.
Yeah, you know, if you go on my channel, you'll see the Blue Flame Paradise, which a really good shop in New Jersey, if you're in New Jersey, is Adam's Pet Safari. We do have a few independent shops left, and Adam's Pet Safari is one of those. He imports his own fish. He acclimates. He's amazing. And he had these Blue Flame Paradise in about 3 years ago. And if you go to my channel, I have some stuff for them. They're like $13 a pop, but I'm like, I have to have them because when you put those outside, they're just, it's like a piece of fire swimming like in your tub. And so I have those being overwintered, you know, rice fish, paradise, white clouds. The garage gets down to 45 degrees, and they're
love
fine.
the white clouds. I just got my white clouds here. They're beautiful.
What kind are you keeping, Jeff?
I think it's just the regular white cloud. Let me see if I can show you here.
The
zoom in too well, but you can see them there at the top of the smaller fish there. They're really, the light hits them. They're really bright.
Yeah, you know, it's when they came out, they were in the 1930s, because some of your listeners might not know. In addition to all the other geeky stuff I do, I'm the founder of the Aquarium Hobby Historical Society. We founded that back in 2002. It's strictly an online group. We have a Facebook group on that. And the late, great Wayne Leibel was a member there. Lee Finley, Rosario LaCourte was a member there. Alan Fletcher. And those guys, they just shared so many stories about the old days. And we share a lot of pictures and stuff. And one thing about the white cloud, when it came out in the 30s, the neon came out in the 30s too. So baby white clouds are just unbelievably colorful and bright. So they called them the poor man's neon, because a neon was $10 back then, but you can get a white cloud for like $2. So, but when you start breeding them, have you started breeding them yet?
Well, right now they're still growing up. They're still quite small. I just got them.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
I'm sorry?
They're gorgeous at that size, aren't they?
They are very gorgeous. Yes, very colorful. Looking great. But I do want to breed them.
What's that, Jeff?
I do want to breed those.
Yeah, they breed when it's a little cooler. They're a really good tub fish, right? Because you can put them out a month earlier than your tropical fish. I'm in Zone 6A, New Jersey. If you know anything about the USDA has planting zones. Like when you buy a plant, it tells you the zone you're in. And so here where I am, I'm in Zone 6A. Ali Sham's in Zone 7. That bastard can have a longer tub season than I can. He always rubs that in, by the way. Like, Ted, I just put out my fish. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Tom. But the white clouds, you can put those out early, and they'll spawn early. Then they'll stop in the summer, and then they'll spawn again in the late summer, September for me, right? My CPDs do that too. My Goodeads do that too. Sometimes when you take a fish outside, for some fish it's too hot, right? So you got to put them out early. But yeah, they're great fish. There was a scientific paper came out. Mike Helwig told us on white clouds recently, where they showed all the different species, and there's a lot more species of white clouds than we originally thought. Including the longfin white clouds, which are popular now, just the long caudal fin. Yeah. That's supposed to be an actual species, not cultivar. There's a lot of interesting stuff coming out about white clouds. This is an old-fashioned fish, Jeff, you probably remember back in the 90s and 2000s, things were cichlid, right? Oh. That's all you heard about. And it's so great, I think, since YouTube hit and a lot of new aquariums have come in. These old fish that you and I kept when we were younger are back again.
Oh, yes. I'm going to show you something here, Dr. Ted.
Yeah, please show me.
Right over there in this tank, I have, this is interesting, I have the Cryptoheris nigrofasciatus, but they're the leucistic, they call them the pink convicts.
Yeah.
That was the first fish that there they are. That's two females. Yeah. They lay eggs together, and what they're doing is they have the Thoricles meeki over there, male, and they're trying to get him to fertilize the eggs.
What?
Yes.
Is the firemouth causing, because usually the convict cichlids will take on a bigger fish. Are they harassing the firemouth there?
They get along great.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, they'll get right up beside each other and not see. They're laying eggs right now. You can see over there in the corner that pink convict.
Are your firemouths breeding too? Because a male firemouth in a breeding dress is just a sight to see.
In my 65-gallon over here, you can't really see it, but maybe I can turn around. It's the tank behind that little rack right there. Yeah, it's a 65. That's where I have all my grow-out firemouths that I bred.
Wow.
And they are gorgeous.
I've got to do those. I've never bred firemouths. I've kept them and I love them. But, I've been working on small fishes for the past 15 years and then live bearers before that. But, yeah, I breeding because I'm not keeping tanks longer than 20 longs, it's hard for me to think of a firemouth. Can you breed, you think, a pair of firemouths in a 20 long, or do they need a bigger tank, Jeff?
Yeah, this is a 20 long right here, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this is a 20 long.
So I can do them in a 20 long, you think?
I think you could. Sure.
Yeah, because a male, anyone on the channel, go to Google Images and put male firemouth cichlid. And wow. Especially when they get angry, like if, when they're guarding a nest, a little stick in the tank, his gills flare and they're like fire red. And you see why they're called a firemouth. It's definitely worth the trip.
I have those, and I have the convicts. I also have the regular barred convict. Those are fish that I keep for myself. They're underrated in my opinion. But as I was mentioning though, back in the 70s when I was breeding them, They were actually a very desirable fish back in the 70s, and I made a pretty good penny on them.
What kind now was that the regular firemouths that you were breeding back in the set? The regular convicts?
No, the pink convicts that I bred, and I was making some.
Oh yeah. They were like the new thing then.
Yep.
But you know something? I mean, people put down convicts. When you go to an auction, you can't sell them. But if you want to experience why people keep cichlids, you can't go wrong with a pair of convicts. They breed at a tiny size, right? They'll breed at that size.
Yes.
They'll breed in the bag on the way home was always the joke we had, Jeff, right?
Yep.
But watching them take care of their fry, I mean, they'll move them each night to a different spot. If you put your hand in the tank, they'll still go. They're just wonderful parents, and they're fun to watch. If you can find a place to get rid of the fry, that's the issue. But everyone should keep a convict and just enjoy them. They'll breed in a 10-gallon tank. A little tiny convict, they'll breed in a 10-gallon tank.
I've got a really beautiful pair in a 75 over here.
How big have your convicts gotten? Because I've seen convicts at a show, Jeff, that were massive. How large have
I'm trying to think of my biggest ones that I have right now are probably about 4.5 inches to 5 inches, maybe.
Okay.
4.5 inches.
Okay.
And they're in a 70.
And then there's
75
what's that, Jeff?
They're in a 75-gallon aquarium.
Oh, okay.
And I've had them for a few. This group I've had them for years, but they come in as they age out. Then I have backup fry coming in and stuff. So,
are they making pits or are they cave spawning for you? Because I've seen them spawn in multiple ways.
In my 75 gallon, I have a big rock that I got out of our lake at our cottage.
Yeah.
And I put it right in the tank, and they just dug out a little bit of the. They're actually in a tank with aragonite sand.
Okay.
And they cleared out the sand, and they laid on the rock, and
yeah, they're very, very versatile. You remember when the Honduras red points came in back in the 90s, right? Early O's. They were Rusty Wessel. If you don't know who that is,
I know. Yeah, down in Kentucky, he's got a beautiful fish.
Yeah, he has a fish house that's automated. So Rusty Wessel's a legend in the cichlid hobby. He's a fellow of the ACA, and he's the one who introduced them to the hobby. He actually collected them, and that's like a spectacular type of convict. I don't know if it's a different species. I'll let Ali Shan in the chat educate us whether it's a species or a form of convict. That's probably my favorite type of convict-esque cichlid, I think.
Yes, I love all the different varieties of them. They're just so underrated. I mean, and like you said, if you want to experience a true cichlid and the parental behavior, you can't beat them.
You can't beat them. I think both convicts and you can breed them in a small tank, right?
Yeah.
Another tank, if you have a 20 long, Jeff, I think another good fish is an East African Burchardii.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you worked with those, Jeff? The Burchardii cichlid?
I have had them, but right now I'm concentrating on the shell dwellers. I have the
doing shellies,
and I also have I'm not sure if I can pronounce it correctly. It's the Lamprologus conguensis.
Oh wow! Where'd you get that?
My friend Jason, he's up in Massachusetts, sent me a pair.
From the New England Cichlid Association?
Pardon?
From the New England Cichlid Association, NECA?
I'm not sure. He belongs to a club. I'm not sure if that's the one.
I think he's a member there. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many species of shellies are you keeping now?
Right now, I just have the two.
You have the okay.
The Maltese and then the conguensis, but I've had the brevis. I love those.
Yeah, the brevis are the standard.
Yeah.
How large is your thickness of shells that you keep in the tank?
I got them right here. I keep them in these escargot shells. They're fairly.
How thick is your layer?
Of these?
Yeah.
I put them in various spots, like a small group here, small group, and they all tend to have like their own little colonies.
Yes. What size tank are you doing those two
The mo-
Shellys?
Well, the multis right now, I have them up. I have 2 tanks of them, and they're both in 10-gallon tanks.
Yeah, see, that's again, that's another way to enjoy a cichlid if you don't have a lot of room.
And the success I have, I can guarantee that the dithers that I use for those tanks are black mollies, and they are perfect dither for the multi. Oh yeah. What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Here we go.
But the black molly is the perfect dither. Oh,
Really? So that kind of makes sense, because the reason people have trouble with most mollies, except the gold dusts, is because they really need calcium hard water. It's not really salt, right? The late great Dr. Joanne Norton found that out. It's really the calcium. So you're keeping an African tank is probably perfect for them. I would never think of using black mollies, and that's probably a sharp looking tank, I imagine.
Oh, it's
Because the black mollies are against the light sand. That's sharp.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And what's also good is that they're a dither. However, they're when the little multis, of course, they have the small guy complex. They'll attack anything. But when they go at that, the molly will turn to face them, and then they back off.
Really?
You
gotta try this tank, Jeff. You gave me a project for this winter when I come back into the fish room. Shelleys and black mollies. I kept my Shelleys. I use Vallisneria spiralis in my Shelley tanks because they also like hard water. They do biogenic decalcification. They can pull the carbon out of the water. So I was able to get a few plants in the tank. But you just gave me a great idea. Jeff, my battery is going low, and I don't have my power cord, so this might be a good time.
When the time comes for your molly, I have a really strong
I'm
black
taking
mollies.
you on that. Yeah, we're definitely doing something. Jeff, thank you for inviting me tonight.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Ted. I really appreciate it.
I had so much fun talking to you, and I always enjoy the knowledge that you impart on everyone. We have such, the hobby's been.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Keep it up, man.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
And everyone, we're sorry we did not get to the chats because 2 old guys blabbing on here. We apologize. I'll let Jeff get to the chats now. And sorry about that, everyone. But everyone have a.
Be sorry for Dr. Ted. Thank you very, very much.
Yes,
I really.
I'll be on Vibes channel. I think he invited me on, and Chattanooga Ed invited me on sometime in late May. So they invited me on. So I'm going on there to plug my book tour again, as usual.
Standing invitation here, Dr. Ted. Anytime you come in the chat, want to come up and just hang out?
Thank you. And the book is on Amazon, the Tub Pond Handbook, 200 color photos, 150 pages, and guaranteed to put you to sleep faster than Ambien. So if you want to breed fish outdoors or find some pond plants. So thanks a lot, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Dr.
And everybody. I'll see you on the down low.
All right. Sounds great.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Ted. Yes. Isn't that something? Wow. What? That's what we have. We have in this. I get some just magical nights where I get people up here, and we had Gil up here, and he had some trouble with his connection of the Amatitlania. That's it right there. Manaludus. Oh yeah, they're definitely those are on the actual on the care list right there, I believe, Jesse. The Nanoludus, and they're not as aggressive either. Let's see here, catching up with the chat here a little bit. Have been described, still known as the Amatitlania. Yep, very nice. Wasn't that wonderful, Barbara? I tell you, it was so nice. Let's see here. Oh, yes, the mollies new. That's the reason, Boots, everybody says, you'll hear them say that the black mollies, they get them and they crap out and they die. I've got mollies here that are probably 4 or 5 years old and they're still reproducing. Because I keep them in the hard water. I keep them with that aragonite sand or crushed coral. And I tell you what, they breed. I got babies, and I got like 4 or 5 different generations up in one of my tanks up there. And I got a lot of hornwort floating at the top. I probably have at least 75% survival rate. And I really like those. Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Ted. Everybody's saying thank you to you, if you can hear us. Wow, what a night. It's crazy how different it is today compared to 20 years ago. Back then, you could plan the day knowing it's going to rain at 2 p.m. My God. Yeah, now it's like it comes out of nowhere, right? Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna get my, before I break my neck, tilt my head back, trying to look through my bifocals here. It was crazy how we exactly, yes. You know, I've actually, when I was growing up out in the country here, we lived out, we're very rural, and across the road, it was raining in this field, and that's the only place where it rained. It was, you could literally walk into it. It was really weird. Hey, Lucky, how are ya? Hello, welcome in. You should have Dr. Ted on the afternoon when you fish her in the... Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yes, I will... Is Dr. Ted on Facebook Messenger by chance? I can message and we can set it up. Or if somebody wants to put my email up in the chat, if he's here, you can get my email address. I have a black molly in my saltwater tank. Oh, yeah, I've heard they will survive in there. It's because of it's a really high pH. Yeah, mine are bulletproof too. They're probably my favorite live bear, the black mollies. They look good in any tank. Let's do a search and I can grow a zone 8. Get an idea. Oh no, that's okay, Dr. Ted. We were all enjoying you. We were enjoying your tanks and your discussion, and no, that's nothing to be sorry for, my friend. Absolutely a treat. Yeah. Nathan, he's a joker. He's a joker. It's okay, Ted. We were just talking. Oh, yeah. There we are. Yes, he is on Messenger. Okay. I'm, you know me, I'm Jeff Pelham. I'm on there, and I'm in Michigan. So if I can send him, is it on his Facebook? Is it Dr. Ted Coletti? Is that so I can send a friend request? That's what I would like to do, because he is a friend. He's really super nice. Good night, Rachel. Have a nice evening, and I got to get my kiddo to bed. Good night. Next week. Oh, reconnecting. Oh, am I here? I had a little thing popped up and said that my connection was bad. Can you guys still hear me? Now, Elaine Wright, the only watch the replay in the chat. I can't stand watching without it because I feel clueless. Yeah, well, that's the way I am most of the time. Jeff, I have a few properties in Michigan that I'm interested in. Oh, nice. Excellent. Oh, plain old Ted Coletti. Okay, thank you, Alishan. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You got me there? Oh, excellent. Yeah, no problem. I will. I'll reach out to Dr. Ted and get that straightened out. No LOL. Audio is good. Okay. All right. Well, you know, guys, this has been a really fun night. I love this Wednesday. I like streaming at night better than the daytime, actually. It's my time to kind of a creature of the night, you know? Reply, not reply. I can hear you. You can. Okay. Excellent. So, after all that, I think we've done pretty well. Actually, it was been a really fantastic night. Does anybody want me to do anything else, like go look at some fish somewhere, or just let me know? I'll do what you want because, I'm here for you. And if you want to hang out longer, let me know. I'll stay on here as long as you need me to, or want me to. Actually, I mean, it's up to you guys. Melvin. So I'll ask you if any of you guys want to join me up here on the chat. I'm going to drop the link on here. I mean, I'm not trying to force anything on anybody, but I always like to invite people if you'd like to come on up, especially on the nights when I'm by myself. It's easier to have somebody to talk to, but it's always nice to invite people also. So if you'd like to, there it is. I think. Did I send it? Did I put it? There it is. Yeah. You can find me on Facebook as Ted Coletti. Don't use the doctor. Okay. Just Ted Coletti. Yes, I'll do that. Absolutely. I appreciate you always do these lives. It's a lot of fun hanging out. It is a lot of fun, isn't it? I love it. And I love it because of you guys. I mean, if you guys weren't here, it wouldn't be anything for me. I'd just be sitting here like you guys make the stream great, honestly. There's no two ways about it. The people that come in here make the stream great. I mean, I'm up here, jabbing my jaws and whatever, and I do enjoy it. Oh, look up the Diamond Pistol. Thank you. I will do that, Shirley. Thank you for reminding me. Diamond Pistol. Now, David has a group of these also. I'll pull this up and find a nice site where I can show some of them. Here we go. I think this is the diamond right here. Wait, no, those are... I'm not sure if those are the diamond or not. It's other beautiful species of Mephisto. So, I think this is the one right here. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's a different type of site. You got to actually pay to go to that one. Here we are. Okay, aquarium glasser. That'll work. Now I'll go ahead and share the screen. This is where Dan gets a lot of his fish at Dan's Fish, Aquarium Glasser. It's over in Germany, I believe. I'm not sure if that's the Diamond Pistol right there. Down here, we'll see. I'm really not sure. I can't really see the chat with this full page here. I'm going to look at my phone here for a second. Does it look like that, Shirley, right there? I'm going to see if that is. Jenna P. Coin starts at 10K minimum. Yes, definitely at a minimum. How to do a live chat for replay. I don't know for the restream, though. How to do live chat for... Oh, this will be, the live chat will work on here as well. Yep, that's it. Okay. It is a beautiful fish, isn't it? And there's the female right here underneath. She's kind of she's nice too. She's got that really nice black chin, or black bars going down from her eyes. Like she's crying black. She got black tears coming out. Customization where you enable subs only. Oh, didn't I do that? I thought, oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I usually do that. Let me go ahead and do that right quick. I do that for most of my streams. But this one, for some reason, I must have forgot. I do that a lot lately. Same here, Barbara. I'm exhausted already. Yeah, but we're just getting started. Come on. If I can do it. It's like in Captain America, I can do this all day. Let's see here now. Content. Put live. There we are. Go there. Customization. Live chat. I've put on subscriber only. And then down here, there goes the live reactions. I tell you what. Before, I used to hang out with some people, and I tried to get the information on how to do this, and it was like trying to pull. It was almost like I was trying to learn a arcane. What is that one right there? I just don't want to X out my. I have a lot of tabs open. Oh, there we go. Got it. There, the heart's gone. Yay. Listening while watching Oilers. Oh, wow. Oilers versus the Knights in overtime. I never looked back when I was doing a few lives I did. I tell you, Nathan, your lives were fantastic. Best late night stream around. Oh, honey, that is so nice of you to say that. I really do appreciate it. I have fun. Like I said, this is my. Basically, I'm the last of my line when you get right down to it. I'm the youngest, and there are no male children in our family. So I'm the end of the line here. But I tell you what, having you guys as family here, to me, it's like, it means the world to me. Yes, the live chat is set for replay. Yep. Yep, it is definitely. I always set it to that. Jeff, look at some Shelley's, Jeff. It's lots of. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Yeah, the live chat is on replay. Yes, it is set to do that. Vampire Crew. Yes, I always make it a joke of that. I became a vampire back in 1761, and I've just been hanging out. Doing various hobbies, and now I'm on the fish. So, come back in about 2048, and I'll still be sitting here, but I'll probably have a different kind of computer or something. Yeah. Jennifer, yep. Catching up here. Live chat replay. Yes, it's all set for that. And I'm going to be watching it again because I tell you what, I want to see all those tanks and listen to the discussion again because it's absolutely fantastic. Olympia, Washington. Remember? Okay. See how far behind I am here. Am I caught up now? I'm caught up now. Oh, you're near San Jose, California. Is that where's San Jose and in relation to Long Beach? My brother-in-law lives in Long Beach, and he works at a marina. He basically runs a marina and works there. It's beautiful, Long Beach, California. We were there. We went to Catalina Island a few times. Went down to San Diego. We went to the here. I'll show you right here. Actually, it's the Aquarium of the Pacific, and this is back from 1994 when we went. We got 2 mugs, and I haven't broke either one of them yet. So I probably just cursed myself right there, but we've had them. One of my favorite coffee mugs to use. That along with my UPS. I love this one too, and I love I have other ones for my wonderful friends here, but I don't like to use them. I mean, I think I'm going to do some shorts with them, with coffee. I think that'll be good. Shirley is in a frozen cave. Oh. What is the score? Oh, that's what I'm going for, Christopher. Oh, I see. Okay, so Nathan said, or yeah, Melvin said shell dweller. So let's do this. Okay. Oops. There's no pot. Whoops. What happened? Guide to. Here we go. Oh, this is the Aquarium Co-op's guide to shell dwellers. Let me bring that up. Let's see what it's not exactly what I was going for. I wanted to get something that was a little more comprehensive of these fish, but here we go. These are the multis. These are what I have. These. Now you see on the, it looks like a big fish, but they're only about, mine are about, males are like an inch and a half, inch and 3/4. I mean, they can get up to 2 inches, but that takes a while. And they are the smallest cichlids in the world that we know of. There might be something smaller out there, but this is what we've discovered so far as the smallest. There, look at that. Is it showing up? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Want to make sure. But look at that. He's kind of flaring his little his gill plate, his gills down. Good night, everyone. Gonna call it a night. Good night, Diana. Thank you for coming on in here. Me also, Shirley, but I can't keep the house as cool as I want in the summer. Oh yeah, it really is. Jeff, are you considered Southwest Michigan? I'm right in smack dab. If I can show you here on the mitten, I'm right smack dab in the middle. I'm in the capital city of Lansing, Michigan, and we're right pretty much in the middle. So I'm right in the center of everything. It's called Mid-Michigan, actually, is where we're at. Where it's the Tri-County, Mid-Michigan, Eaton, Ingham, and Clinton County. Not Clinton County. Eaton, Ingham. In Clinton, yes. I got to go also. Karen is looking at me sideways. All right, Christopher. Have a good night. Have a good night and enjoy your evening. Love your lives, Jeffy Jeff. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. I love being here. I love being here, and I like looking at fish. I like talking about fish. I like talking about all kinds of stuff. Yep, right in mid-Michigan. Same, Christopher. In the summer, I can't keep it cool enough. I need another portable air conditioner. Yes. And PC. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. So this is one type of shell dwellers right here. I'm hoping to show some other ones. This right here is the multi. They got the little blue eye, and they're a community breeder. They will their kids will take care of the newborns and so on and so forth. They won't eat them. Typically, I don't think. I might have never done it. And then here, this right here is the Similis. I know there's one that's very. I think they call it Similis because it's so similar to the multi. I don't. That's probably not the reason, but that's what I see. Oh, thank you. Here we go. Now this right here isn't really a shell dweller, but this is the Julidochromis. I love these too. They're like little torpedoes. This is a rock dweller. I'd love to, if I had a big enough tank, I'd like to do like a little biotope and have some shellies, maybe have some Cyprichromis up top, and then some of the rock dwellers. The only thing I wouldn't want to have any Tropheus in there because they're too aggressive. They'd eat everything too. Yeah, have a good night, Christopher. So there's the Julie DeCromes. I think that's the transcript. No, that's the Marlari right there. Okay. Can be a good. They're good tank mates with Shelley's. So maybe I can get some of those. Add those with them. Now here is the ones I'd like to get. These gold ocellatus. Now these guys right here are like little bulldogs here. They're probably one of the more aggressive types. But I like the gold ocellatus. And I tell you something, they really hold their value. I mean, if you want to breed them for profit or something. And so the same thing with the multis too. They really, the Julie DeCromis are. I mean, I love cichlid. You know me, I love cichlids. They're my favorite favorite type of fish. I mean, I love all fish, but my favorite. If I had to, somebody used to say, Jeff, you can only keep one family of fish, it would definitely be cichlids, because there's something for every application. I love those Julie DeCromis. Yeah, me too. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that's it. That's for Aquarium Co-op. Let me see if I can find something else. This is images of Lake Tanganyika show. I'm going to try and find something here. Oh, here we go. I have another site to bring up. Oh, this should be good. Okay, let's share this one now. The thing I like about these also is they really there it is. Okay, cool. Is that you can keep them in smaller tanks. You don't have to have a really big tank. Look at that little look at that. The little gold ocellatus that's not the kind of shells they normally like, but here you can see there's like a little clamshell there, and they're kind of using that as their breeding area. Okay, let's see if any more. Here we go. Now those are brevis. I can tell those are I think those are the brevis sunspot, I believe. Oh, it doesn't? Let me see here. It usually does. No. Oh. Well, you know what? I know why. It's because I didn't schedule this until about 3 hours before it came on, and I think it has to go 6 hours before. And I didn't set it up with in the Fish Fam link either. I usually do that too. I'll put it in there. Yes, the sunspot Calurus are the larger Shelleys. Yeah. There was a place that used to be in Ohio called Sand City Cichlids, and they had a really nice variety of different types. And I think the man that was running it got really ill or something, and then he stopped. Look at that. That one's biting at the little dropper there. They're trying to put some food in the tank. It's a tank. Now that Texas Holy Rock right there is perfect for these guys. How to manually add it? Yes, I do. Yep, I do know how to do that. I go there, I'll hit live, and then I'll go down I'll see the green thing that says there are no scheduled lives, and then I'll click on it, and then I get the URL from YouTube, and I'll just copy it and paste it in that, and it works good. Yep. I'm getting good. I can remember some of these things. Finally. Only took me 4 years to learn it. Do the shells end up holding a lot of debris? You know what? The thing of it is, if they do house cleaning, if they get too much sand in there, they'll come out with a mouthful and they'll just spit it out and they'll clean it out. If it gets too bad, they do it to their own liking. Finally headed home after 17 hours. Oh my goodness, Adam. Holy moly, that's a lot. Jeff, what's clicking? Oh, I got some kind of music on here. Let me go ahead. I can probably turn that off, the music. Let me come back. I got some music on there. I can always change it to something else, make it sound a little better. Let's see. How about chili pop? I'm not sure if we can hear that. Oh, the Calypterus. Yes, that's George has those. The Meleagris. Lord. Yeah, the Meleagris. They were also called the pearly ocellatus as well. Yep, we got the black ocellatus. Yeah, it's the music. Do something to fill the dead air, when if I'm not talking. I you know what though? I think that's my go-to now is like the dwarf cichlid. Oh, we got somebody in here. Oh, that's me. I got my thing I brought up. Shell dwellers. I love the shell dwellers and the rock dwellers. So I'm thinking I might maybe specialize in that because you know what? I can breed cichlids. I can breed cichlids all day long. And I mean, might as well play to my strengths, right? And just get like shell dwellers going and Staten Island cichlids. Anthony, usually has a good supply of shell. Oh, nice. Thank you. I'm going to take a screenshot of this right now so I can remember that. Okay, got it. Thank you, Alishan. I appreciate that. I'm going to save this to photos. Okay. Staten Island cichlids. I'm going to check that out on. I'm in the cichlid shell dweller Facebook page. Yep. So here we got the Texas Holy Rock. That stuff is expensive. I've been trying to find some of this. I think is that it for the page? We get back here and check it out. See what else we have here. Anything else? Here's different types of shells. I mean, you can use like regular seashells in there. I mean, there's bigger ones you can have if you got bigger shell dwellers. But I think this escargot right here, I think it's about the size that I've been using. That one or the one on the left, down here in the second. The black Calvins too. I need a good ad blocker. Yeah, I know. Those are pain, aren't they? See if I can click off that. There it goes. Let's see what else we have here. Just information. That looks almost like a pictus, doesn't it? I'm amazed how it's fit in the shell. Oh yeah, it is. Nathan, I bet you would love having shell dwellers. I can almost guarantee you'd find them. They're small. They get along great. Are the only Africans I'll keep. Maybe some Victorians. Yeah, some of the Victorians are all right, but the Malawis are beautiful. Don't get me wrong; they got the best color out of any of them. But they had their day, I think. I mean, they're. I mean, if I was just to have a tank, just to have beautiful fish, I definitely keep a tank full of them. I should collect huge apple snail shells and sell them. You know what? That's a great idea. They would sell, honestly, because people that have shell dwellers will buy them. I mean, I know I would. I mean, if I can get them cheaper than I get these things. I think this is like $16. This was like $16 when I got it. It comes with, it was 48. I think it was 48. Let's see on front here. Yeah, 4 very large, 4 dozen, 48 count empty snail shells. And these are from France. And they work good. They work very good. That is a great idea. Yeah, they don't here either, Mike. They don't sell here worth a darn. But I tell you what, they used to. They used to sell like incredibly well. I think when I started getting into them is right when the fire went out. When I went over from Central and South American cichlids to the Africans, and then now some of the West Africans do pretty well. Like the some of the Crebensis will sell, and other ones. They got the what's it called? Something splendens. I know Alishan will know what it is. It's a little dwarf cichlid in West Africa. That I think it's called. I'm not sure. West Africa. I had to look it up. West African cichlids. Oh, the Rusties are beautiful. They have that beautiful purple sheen to them. I've never had the Rusties yet. He won't carry any. Mine has a bunch of them. I mean, he sells a lot of them too. But I don't. I don't sell. I mean, when I try to sell online, I've actually sold some online, but I haven't put any up for sale in a long time. I have a big canister of French snail shells like that from years ago. It's in the garage cabinet. Oh, wow. You know, Barbara, you could sell those on the auction. On the auction at the end of the month. And I bet they would sell. Honestly, you don't want to keep them. But if you want to keep shell dwellers, I'd keep them. And, okay, so that's oh, here we go. Now here's, this is Leanthus. This is the Burchardi that Dr. Ted Coletti was talking about. But look at the coloration on this fish. They got that little pattern on the side, too. It's like a checkered pattern. Like corn. It almost looks like corn. Lurk mode running to the store. Oh, what you going to get? Some Mountain Dew? There's another. Let's see what we have. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the Brevis right here. I think. Check that out. These get a little bit bigger. Cichlids, except for dwarf species, angels, and discus, mostly disappeared from areas. Yeah, they have. They have disappeared. Nanochromis, thank you so much. Nanochromis splendens. And there's another one, I think it's called Sex fasciatus, Nanochromis. I guess I could, Jeff. Didn't think of that. You should. You should get a little, you don't need a big tank. You can do a 10-gallon. I'd recommend a 20, but you can do a 10-gallon. I have 2 10-gallons upstairs with them, and they're so small. That's a big tank for them, actually. Hey, you love the Burchardi? Those are nice. This right here is called a Brevis right here, I do believe. Yep, Neolamprologus brevis. That's the male. And that is the Brevis female. Look at that bulldog mouth on her. Problem is, the container only costs $16. Is that the container only costs $16 to $20 with a dozen shells go for. What would a dozen shells go for? Pick them and clean them and make it safe. It depends. I mean, if you have like 10 or 15 shells, say if you had 15 shells, $10, I bet they would go. If that's worth it to you. I mean, $1 a shell's kind of steep, I think. Well, actually, no, because if it was $1, a shell, I had 48 for $16. It would be almost $50 for this if I paid $1 a shell for them. So, no, I mean sell the shells. Oh yeah, you can do that. You got too many other fish projects. Oh yes, you can do that, Barbara. Absolutely. That's what's great about this, because you got stuff like that, like those shells. Sell them. You make a little money on them, and people pay the shipping and whatnot. You just have to box them up and ship them out. It's a lot easier than doing the fish, I can tell you that. Oh, now look at these guys right here. Look at that. Look at that male and female right there. Now they look big on here, but they're only, like I said, they're only little wee guys here. That is the size comparison of the male and the female at maturity. Now this isn't actual size either. This is bigger. I tell you, the Maltese are very easy to breed, and so are the Similis, and the Brevis are easy as well. Now, I think the Gold Ocellatus you can get, but when you see the fry, they recommend you remove them and rear them separately from the parents because they will. I think they'll pick them off. If I'm not mistaken, I've read something about those. I've never had them, but. Okay, what is that one? Okay, where we go? It's a mated pair. So there's a female in there. Sometimes what they do, if the male's too big to put in the shell, he'll just go up to it and shake, and the milk will go into the shell and get everybody fertilized. Crebensis do the same thing. If they get out to a tank and get into a cave like that they can't fit in, they'll just do that, and they'll just, spray their milk in there. Look at that one. That's an egg, not an egg bomb, but she's full of eggs. Look at her right there. Yeah, the thing with the Maltese is when I got mine, I started out with 4. I got them at a swap. It's the only swap I've ever been to because I live right in the middle of pretty much nowhere. And out of that 4, it took about 3 months because they were a little small. They weren't quite big enough to breed yet. They were just tiny. So after about 3 months, it was the most fascinating thing I'd go out there and I'd feed them. They'd come up and eat and whatnot. I thought, well, they're cool. If they don't breed, no big deal, because I'm enjoying them anyway. But one time I went down there and I'm feeding them, and I walked up to the tank and they kind of shook their head at me a little bit. And I was like, what's going on with you guys? And I look over the shell here, and about 5 or 7 little teeny silvery heads were peeking out. And as I turned to look at it, right back in the shell they went. It was so cool. And from that point on, I got I sold some to Jonathan. I've sold some to another person. But in that one tank that I sell out of, there's still about 20 in there, 20 or 30. And I got some new little babies. And see, the thing of it is, once you clear some out, then they have more babies to fill it back in. If it gets to a certain point where there's a lot of them in there, they'll stop breeding. You gotta move some out to keep the production line going. You could sell them dry, but totally clean, Nathan. Yeah, that's right. As long as you tell them what's the deal. If they don't want to clean them, maybe you can charge extra to do the job for them. You say, hey, for as is, they're this price. You want them scrubbed out and rinsed out and cleaned up, it's going to be a little bit more. Compressor snips are nice too. Yes, they are. Let's see down here. Now here is another type. Oh, there's a Brevis again. I think they're using Brevis as the as the general one. That is. What else do we have here? Breeding gutters. Okay, it's mostly. I'm gonna go to another site. So we got here. All right. Down here. Let's see. Tanganyika Aquatic Community. Oh, here we go. This is a nice one. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay. There we go. Tanganyika shell dwellers. When we get down here to a list, now there's the multifasciatus. That's like the poster child for all of the shell dwellers. They're probably the best one to start with, and you'll get the most success with them. But down here we got things I can actually click on here, and it shows all these different types. So I click on this, let's see if that shows up for us. It usually shows a picture. It's not going to show the picture though. There we go. Now here is a, which one was that? This is the Julidochromis Bergani. That's what I clicked on. Look at those. I mean, these are really small fish, you know, just little torpedoes. And the compressives are very nice. Okay, so there's that. Here you go. Here's a Burchardi Napimbwe. No picture. Let's see. Tropheus. I'm not big into the trophy. Those are they're expensive. You got to have a bunch of them. Otherwise, they just end up killing each other. Oh, these lynx are dead. They're not doing anything. Okay. Some of them work, but I like that species of shellies. All right, Nathan will be here. Take a look here. I'm going to go back to the. Here we go. Back over here. Cichlids. You know what I thought would be cool is those Neothelma snails that are in Lake Tanganyika. That would be great to have those in your aquarium, but I think those are illegal to transport or something because of disease. Or I read something about that. Shell dwellers of Lake Tanganyika. Let's see what we got here. They're all the same pictures we just seen. They don't have very many on here of this. Here we go. This looks a little better. Come back. And there we go. Now there's the Meleagris right there. Also known as, they call that the pearl ocellatus too. Pseudotropheus are a little crazy. Oh yeah, they are. Dave's Rare Fish has a huge amount of African. Yes, you know that's right. I'll go there. That's a great idea, Elishan. Thank you. Let me show some of these tabs here. And I'll go do that. I like that. Yeah, Dave's Rare Fish is down in Texas. And here we go. Dave's Rare Aquarium Fish. All right. So let's see. We got the shop our list of fish. Here we go. Now up here is where all the Altolamprologus are that you like, Melvin. Here's the Calvus, the black Calvus. Look at that. Oh, am I sharing this? Is it not working? No, it's not working. Why doesn't that work? Okay, there we go. There it is. What the hell happened? Sorry about that. Okay. Let's try it again. There it is. Yep, disappeared. People are like, Jeff, try harder. There we go. Now I will. Got it. Alto-Lamprologus calvus. That's from the Congo black. The Starry Night Cichlid is really cool. Yep, that's from Madagascar. They are. Isn't that pretty though? Look at the pattern on this fish. Look at it. It's really interesting. The structure of the mouth. You know, I might have found my area of fish here, because I really do have good luck breeding African cichlids. And these little guys here are something that might work as enjoyment. I like them. You know, I can also make some money with them, which is what I need to do to help pay for some of the bills. And a black calvus, nice. Let me let's go to the next one here. Here is the gold head. Let's see if we got a picture of them. There it is. Okay. And then, all right. And there we go. Look at that. Cantalamba, gold head. Yeah, the face is cool on these. Look at that. When they open their mouths up, they're huge. I mean, they're definitely a predatory fish. Looks like a predator, huh? So let's, oops. All right, let's go to the next one. Get some black. Let's see now. Find something different here. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's the one I just did. There it is. There. That's a mandarin. Okay. I'm gonna close some of these tabs, and I'll go to the next one. Get to the shell dwellers. I want to see some of those here. Here we go. So that's it for the Alto-Lamprologus. Then we got Cyprichromis. I like those too, but man, those are expensive. Like $30 each. They're very peaceful. You can keep them in with a lot of different kind of fish. I'm going to actually look at some of these because they're really cool. Let me see. No, that's not the one. That is a featherfin. Cyprichromis. There, they have one type here. I'll bring this one up. There we go. Look at that. Now these right here, they breed up in the adult mandarin comps, are gorgeous, deep, rich orange color. Ooh. Yeah, I like them. And they call these right here, nickname them sardine. But look, it's got blue lipstick on it. It's got this blue center. Jimbo Katumba. Inch and a half. 10 or more, you save $2 each. So in other words, they're $29 each, and then you get them for $27 if you buy 10 of them. Not a cheap fish. But these, when they do their breeding up in the water, up the top water column, they catch the eggs, and when they keep them just like other mouth brooders and spit them out, you got the fry. The lemon lalupi, yep, they got those here too. Let's go to the next. Here we go. Orange belly. Oh, here's one I really like. This is it is a, not really a, they call it an opportunistic shell dweller, but they will use shells. I mean, they will breed in the shells. They call it a punctatus. Yep. That's the red fin. George has these at his fish room, aqua balls. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Barbara. Thank you so much. It has been going quite a long time here. I think I'm probably going to wrap it up here. You like those? Yeah, those are nice, aren't they, Milton? Man, they are pricey fish, but they are so worth it. They're so worth it. Let's see here. Here's an interesting shell dweller right here. I want to show you this one. This is the Ornata pinus, Zambia. Look at this. Now, above is the male and the female's below. Got that really nice gold flecking on the dorsal fin there. I like them. Have a great night, Barbara. We'll see you next time. Thank you. I love the Lake Tanganyika fish, though. They're just so cool. Whoops. Yeah, go back to this list. Here's the one that Mike has. I think I need to stop sharing that one and bring this one up. Now, oops, back here. Here's the one Mike has. He mentioned earlier. Look at that. The Meleagris is also called the pearly ocelots here. You get all the attitude of a big fish in a teeny little package. Good night, Lance. Have a good evening, sir. Have a good night. Sleep. I can see myself having some of these in one of my tanks. If I can get organized and get things rearranged, I mean, I got certain fish that I'm always going to keep. But then these things I want to work with, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I like the pistos, these. I've got just so many. I mean, it is really is an addiction. You get all these things you want to keep. You got to get more tanks. You get more tanks, and you need more fish. And you need more fish, and you get more tanks. Okay. Keeps going. Oh, we got down here. Look at here. It has you may also like. Here's your Lalupi right here. That is the Lalupi Longior Carolani Island. Nice. wondering if this will follow me. I go on to the next. I'm watching here on my phone. I want a tank for every. Yeah, me too. Isn't that something? I'm the same way. Here's the shell dwellers. Black ocelot. Oh, here's the one I got. This is the new species I just got right here. I'm going to share this one. I'm going to share this one here and show you. These are really cool too, by the way. I like these a lot. The females are the ones. This isn't a really great picture, really. But the female has that two black or two white borders and a black spot on their dorsal fin. And you can see them right there. And these guys are tiny. I got a pair. Jason, 5-Star Betta, sent me this pair along with the Fahaka Puffer. I got a little Fahaka Puffer. And I had bought some more of my Apistogrammas that I really love. Yeah, I know it. I want a tank for every single fish. But these little guys are here. I want to breed these because these are something that are a little more rare. You can see here they're $25 a piece. He gave me a pair of these. So if I can breed these guys and get some fry, and I want to try and do that. Oh, now down here, I like this. He has the You May Also Like, because you can see. Here's another one right here I like is the Signatus, the one here on the left. Let's see if I click on that and make it come up without having to reshare. These are cool too. Let's see if it works. I'm watching on the phone here to see if it actually transfers over when I click on it. Let's see if it works. Oh, it did. Good. There is the male on top. Got a really interesting little thin body style, but look at those markings on it. I love that. And here's the female down here. Now, see my female Conguensis, the last one we just looked at, she's got a nice fat little tummy, so I think that they're getting ready to do something. I want a tank for it. Look at them. Wow. These are for people who don't like cichlids, but you're going to try these and you're going to love them probably. People hear cichlids, they're like, oh no, they're going to kill everything in the tank. That's not always true. There's some really, now these are, I mean, I'm not saying these are peaceful, but they don't really kill each other. They just have little arguments, you know? Yep, I'm at the time here. Get about 1:15. So I'm gonna come back here now. Come on back. And I'm gonna wrap it up, I think. Guys, what do you think? We've seen some nice stuff. And tomorrow we're gonna be on Ron's live stream at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I'm not sure what he's got planned, but it'll be fun. I know that. But I enjoyed this. I enjoy doing this at night. You know, I love looking at fish. It gives me ideas of what I want to do next with my tanks and whatnot. So, thank you guys very much. And thank you, Mark Strossen, for your very generous to me. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody. I mean, I tell you what, like I said, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. I love coming in here and seeing my friends, talking about fish, enjoying our hobby together. I love it all. I love it all. So cool. I want to, yep. So, all right, guys. Well, I will I'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys all next time, okay? And much love. Good night.